this as well, so let's have at it. So this is the big guy himself. So he's scaled up probably around 5 times. I believe somewhere between 5 and 6 times the size of the model comes out of the box, if you will. And it's quite hefty. And how he works is he's like a big puppet piece on his own that 2 arms and 2 hands control. And then, I'm going to put him down for a second. And if you see, all the way down here, there's all this fabric. And so think of it like this wraith, like black neck. And then you can see here there's a piece of black mesh that a person can wear. And so they put this sock over their head. I'm not going to do it because I'm sick and I don't want to contaminate it. But they would put their head through here and their eyes would go through here, and there's an elastic headband that goes around their head, and it allows it to sort of stay in place while they're moving around while they're in the mask. So they put that on, and then in this case I was the one who was puppeteering it, but really anybody could. Let me see if I can get this guy to work for you guys. So he has 2 holes cut into the side of his, like, mask. Oh, there we go. I think we're good. And I would normally be wearing black satin gloves, just so that you don't see my hands, but the lighting in this room is such that we don't really have to worry about that. So, because of this model's really unique and really awesome feature of having the hinged jaw, what I did is that there's just a series of connectors on the side that just hold all of this fabric together. And so for my right arm, the one that's holding the upper part of the head, the skull, it's just resting kind of in a sling. And then the bottom part is holding on to this section of the lower jaw, so we can open and shut pretty easily. And it sounds really great, realistic. Why don't you show them? And I can actually get a pretty wide range of movement out of this just from the fact that I'm able to move my body as well as I'm able to move my arms in different ways, which is really, really handy as someone who makes puppets, because you can run into a problem where your puppet is sort of limiting your movement, and some people really like that, and I like to blend that, like the restrictingness and the like accessibility of movement to create character. But I didn't want this thing to be so confined and constricted in the way it moves that it wouldn't be able to be the spooky ghost with no body that he is. And so how he looks on a person is like you see right here. So here's a set of photos of the character itself. And the person who's the body of the character, and by the way, I made most of the costume, the other costume myself too, except for the leather jacket that was already around, and the boots, is my partner, my lovely partner, Christian Souran, who actually introduced me into 3D printing maybe about 3 or so years ago. So it's funny that the tables have turned, so to speak, that I'm the one who 3D printed the thing, and he's stuck in the horse suit. And so what we did is I made the horse puppet lip sync while, I'll bring you back over here. I made the horse puppet lip sync while we moved around the audience and threatened to bite people's heads off. It was pretty fun.